Hey, what's up, guys? This is the Knotty cast. We're gonna be talking about some stuff, gamer related, hopefully. Phil, what are you playing?
I'm playing TF2.
Oh, that's really cool.
I'm not very good at this game.
No?
So
That's alright.
Probably gonna be embarrassing.
That's alright.
Don't expect much.
So, there's some interesting things going on in the world.
Not too interesting. Because
Probably
we had
not.
to search pretty hard just to find these like 3 fucking shitty things that we didn't even know.
So, the first thing we're gonna talk about is the China.
15-year-old ban that China had, they lifted on video games.
Yep. So I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the article. I don't know the
Just
source.
the first 3 paragraphs.
I don't know the source. So.
Never read the whole
This is
thing.
Business
While
Insider.
Chinese gamers have been able to buy gray market PlayStation and Xboxes for years, an official one since 2014, firms can now finally they can now sell their products anywhere in China after the remaining restriction of a 14-year console ban were lifted. So we're looking
There's
at
no one in that server.
yeah,
Oh
you're
my
playing by
gosh.
yourself.
Yo, I got 20 seconds.
So for 14 years, China could not buy legally consoles. So this is the first time that people have been able to buy them and actually feel
Oh,
confident
wow.
about buying them. They haven't had to go like down to like
well, it's
you know,
like it's
some
like,
random guy and say,
it's
hey,
like-
you want a console? Like, oh, okay.
the
I'm gonna
sad
get
part is it's really similar like guns. Here it's like the people who want to follow the law. If we had ban on guns,
They're gonna
we'd
own
ban
their guns.
But then the people like in the black market.
Yeah,
The-
that's
the-
how it
hold on.
always works
Now,
when something's
that.
outlawed.
The only thing I want to say about that is guns is a slight different thing than gaming. I mean,
No,
In this country-
pretty much the same thing.
no, in this country we literally grew up on guns. I mean, we founded this country killing each other with guns.
I was born on a
China
gun barrel.
didn't like become China because everyone was playing Nintendo Mario. So
No,
And it's-
this
nobody is that way.
ban isn't equivalent to guns, but it's
The reason they banned them in the first place, 14 to 15 years ago, was because they thought it would have a bad effect on kids, on their youth.
yeah. Which
Yeah.
yet again, China is communist,
It-
so they
yeah,
wanted to control
What,
everything.
what happened in the last 15 years that they were, I mean, in the last year that they were
I
like,
think-
okay, it's not a big
I
deal.
think what happened is like they realized people are getting it anyway.
Yeah.
Which is what's going to probably happen, with America and the war on drugs, and they were like, you know what? There's no point in having this ban anymore anyway. I mean,
So we'll speculate America into this.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying like putting somebody in jail for buying a video game is not
See,
helping anybody.
I don't know the actual
Punishment?
law. Like I don't know if they're like cut your
Yeah, we
hands
know what
off.
we're
I don't know
talking
if they're just like
God.
I don't know. If
No more Mario.
God, it's racist. I don't know if they're like you're going to jail for a couple days or like
It's probably just a
I don't
fine.
think so.
either way. Yeah, it's probably fine or something. But it's interesting to me to see. Like, I wonder what games or what consoles the country itself is going to like lean toward, whether it's the PS,
I mean, that's obviously
Xbox,
a personal
Nintendo. Well, I don't know. I mean,
Honestly,
cultures are different
no.
on what
Honestly,
they wanna
the
play.
thing that it's probably going to do is bring out more competition for the Xbox and Sony because they were
I
already
think they're
selling
gonna make
shit.
their own.
And like in the stores where they could buy them, the stores were selling the Sony and Xbox stuff. But now it's like the stores that are inside of China can make their stuff and they won't get in trouble for it. So it'll make more competition for Sony.
Are you
and-
saying like a competing console?
Yeah, like the places in China can make their stuff now.
You can never tell about those
I
Chinese
suppose there were
people.
no like Chinese game developers. I guess is that what
Yeah,
that means?
I don't. Yeah, again, I feel like we don't know enough to talk about like the
Logistics.
yeah, because hell, there might be gaming.
Hell.
there might be hell, but there
I don't
might
know.
be gaming
Shit.
developers in
I can't
China
play.
that have been like, hey, we're tired of this. We want to be able to release our stuff in this country. So I don't know. And you know
Off my
what?
fucking
It's
gloves, dude.
it was a ban on consoles. Was it a ban on gaming?
Why would it be a ban?
See,
Why
that's
would there
the-
not be a ban on games? Because they said
But
it's an
it-
adverse effect on kids.
But it said consoles.
That's the reason.
It's a
they're in it.
release on consoles, so kids could have just went online and played fucking
no, PC didn't have a ban.
yeah. So they could go on and play sex flash games all the day, so it didn't really
Oh,
matter.
I guess so.
Yeah, or just watch whatever Chinese.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't know what that is.
Sex flash. You go in there and play sex.
I don't know
flash
what
games.
sex is, so
Oh,
We're all virgins.
Well, yeah. I mean,
we're all weed smoking virgins, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, here's another thing. Do you guys think it's okay for a government to ban video games?
we eat
Well,
shit.
see, that's the thing. It's a different type of government.
Yeah.
It's that's a big deal. It's it being communist.
yeah.
Isn't that
If we
whole
took a vote as a country and we're like, we don't want games, then that's our fault. our democracy decided that. So in their country, they're like, well, fuck, we have to just listen to the leader.
Yeah, they don't really have much of a choice.
But yeah, I know what Phil's trying to get at is like, is it right? Is it right for a country, no matter communist or not? Can they ban gaming?
See, they have a whole different view on things since they're communists.
Well, I think what happened was like the leaders probably saw like, oh well, the entire world has video games, except for I think Australia has some pretty strict laws on gaming, but they were probably like, the world's moving forward, games aren't really making a big difference.
I can't even I can't even think about it because we haven't been there. So it's like what is it like to not be able to
play
buy games and play games and shit?
Like we just don't know what a world like that would be like for us.
It's quite interesting. There's probably there's a generation that played video games in China because this ban was not. It's not been forever. It's just been 14 years.
Well, video games haven't been forever.
No. I'm just saying there's like a generation of kids that didn't get to play.
That seems to have come out right when gaming was really picking up.
Yeah.
Last year,
they had the Atari and shit.
Yeah. That's when everything started to pick up, I guess. But for sales, I guess maybe China was like, hey, we want to get in on this gaming money because there's a lot of money being made.
They said it'd probably get around 22 billion since they unbanned it.
There you go.
I mean, if you think about it, there's 2 billion or a billion people in China or something?
Yeah.
Much larger than really any other country.
Yeah, it's easily the biggest.
Except maybe India?
Nah, China has the highest population, I'm pretty sure.
It does. China has half of the world?
Factual information about the other side.
If he's wrong, you can kill him.
Oh. Okay, I don't want to do this cast anymore.
Alright, so...
Well, I didn't want you here anyway.
I forget what I was going to say.
That's alright. So, what might be interesting is, for the first time, these gaming companies like PS, Microsoft, and...
Sony.
I'm sorry, Sony,
PS.
and Nintendo.
It's pretty much called PS.
They can now make commercials for China, saying, "Hey, look at our stuff." So, most of the time, they don't have the same commercial.
My puss.
Wonder what weird commercials they're gonna have for China. Because it almost inevitably.
So you're saying a commercial just for people in China?
Yeah, just for
Fuck
the advertisers. That's the commercial. Fuck my puss.
No.
That's what he said. I spit my soda.
Because what did I say?
I said
He said fuck my puss and he died.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Alright, guys.
That hat makes you look really cute, though.
Video games.
the hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll look good.
Yeah.
Trucker.
I'm just glad you got into a game.
Yeah, I kept clicking going into match and I started my own server. I should have just joined the servers.
Yeah.
At least I got to play.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch you.
Suck.
Suck balls.
No, you're fine.
Phil, you're
do
so
really
good.
with the heavy.
Phil, you're good.
It's not hard to do good with a heavy.
Phil, that's the hardest character by far. We all know.
Fuck.
You're about ready to get sniped.
That's
really
debatable.
bad.
It's the hardest character to use.
Alright, guys, so,
No, I mean,
China.
yeah.
Well, I mean, what else do we want to say? I mean, China now can have games, and I'm kind of excited about.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it's like
Good job, guys.
Good job, China. It's exciting for our new generation of kids that can now legally go out and buy a game and feel comfortable about playing it because they probably had this really negative thought toward if you play games, you're probably that's dumb. You're.
Well, the one thing
it's
I'm
illegal technically to buy. So
that's like us and drugs.
Yeah, so if you
what I compared it to.
Yeah, so if you smoke and you're people are gonna
smoke tobacco.
I'm just confused because
you little
I'm pretty
smoker.
Sure, League of Legends had Chinese servers.
Nice, Phil.
They do,
and there were Chinese teams.
But that's the point. It was consoles.
Oh,
so kids were playing. They were playing games. They were playing.
There was live bands on PC, but it was mainly consoles. If you played on a PC, you really didn't have to worry too much.
Yeah.
Which is really silly because a lot of the games that are on consoles are on PC.
if you really wanted to get that game.
You know what? Since we can say that was really silly, it's probably why it's not banned anymore.
And like I said earlier, it was probably had to do.
Are you from China?
It probably had a lot to do with money.
It's kind of fucked up. Think if for the last 14 years, for the last 15 or 14 years of our lives, could you imagine not playing video games?
No, absolutely not. I mean, we'd have been 5 years old.
Anyway.
We'd have been 5 years old, roughly 6 years old when that ban.
So I got my GameCube, boys.
So until now, we wouldn't have played a game basically, other than on the PC. We'd have been PC Master Race nerds.
Where's the medic, boys?
Nerds. Wow, way to go.
What?
Some.
Okay, so PC Master Race nerds. That's what we'd have been. But
I don't like that word.
I'm sorry. I said it. What?
I
Is
don't like
nerd I didn't say it in like a negative. I just said,
Is there a positive?
yeah,
For nerd?
you're a cool nerd. Hey, what's up? You're cool
You're
nerd.
not like sub my nerd. Like
Hey,
no one says that.
I'm a nerd.
My nerd
Hey,
boy.
what's up, nerds? It still sounds like
Yeah,
like
it's pretty
school.
mean.
Like I'm gonna beat you up.
Like, give me your lunch.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
hey,
don't do shit.
Hey, nerd. Something else I want to talk about. So
Nah.
with the recent release of Fallout 4, the Ultimate Edition of that purchase, you could get a real Pit-Boy. You have a Pit-Boy, and
That's pretty awesome.
yeah, but they're not gonna sell anymore. They're done selling them. Whatever was sold, how many they've made, that's it. So it was interesting how they went about it. So people were like, we want them. We want to give you our money, but you're not taking it. And they're like, well, sorry, we just can't make it anymore.
Sorry.
So literally here, I'm quoting like, lightly. I'm just gonna rehash. Yeah, what the guy was saying. He was like, he went to the factory, like the guy that's like at hey, can we make some more? And the guy at the factory was like, no, we can't.
Sorry.
We're exhausted. We're tired. We can't do it.
I'm
There's
really
just
sleepy.
no, these pit
Like-
We've got other things to do with our job.
we gotta get home and play Fallout 3. So they're like, we can't make
Yes,
anymore.
bye.
So
I don't know what he's doing. He's just doing
I wonder if this was a complete setup scheme for Bethesda to be like, we're gonna make this a limited thing. They could totally make more. People
And they would make money off.
people.
Yeah, Bethesda's kind
hold
of. I mean, they're kind of like been shitty to their.
Well,
like,
with
for
Scott-
money,
with,
for money grabs.
Elder Scroll Online, they
Elder Scrolls
really
Online. They really did
nailed
the
us
money
hard
grab.
at first,
Money
and then they
grabs.
realized they weren't
Speed
gonna make
numbers.
any money because the fans were
They
like,
did.
we're not gonna pay and then pay for the game. So
Yeah, like the thing is with companies, they like to do that. They like to see how far they can go with something, and then if people will let them and they still make money, they're like,
Where is the
heck yeah,
phone?
we're gonna do that.
The medic.
yeah, so
Right, he is not.
So
having
people
one.
have to vote with their wallets.
yeah,
So
well, they
they
have to
can-
say how much money do I want to spend, and they basically said no for Elder Scrolls for a long time. The release of it for the
Well, they
Xbox
had the other
One
thing
or-
where if you pre-release it, you can pre-order it, and you can pre-order it for more, and you get the special character. You can get a whole character that you couldn't get if you pre-released it.
But to go back to Fallout 4, people are already 3D printing the Pit-Boy. It's
Yeah, I
nothing
saw that.
special. It's just a piece of plastic that looks like a Pit-Boy.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
You have to stick your iPhone in it just to make it work correctly. You have to download the app.
It's
anyway,
not like you can
so-
stop time and then shoot somebody's body parts.
Right.
Well-
It's not gonna
Well,
be a
I
real
mean-
working Pit-Boy. But
Come on, bro.
Body
Fuck
parts.
my-
I just thought
Body parts.
Everyone at first was like, "No, this is really cool Pit-Boy," blah blah blah, and then it felt more like a money grab for me, and that kind of
I
turned
mean,
me
it's
off.
just a
on
collector's item.
Yeah, I understand that, but most collector.
In-game content's really where you see the money grabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the first time I've seen it with like a limited
I mean-
collector. I mean, because literally people were like, "Hey, we want
really-
more. I want
yeah.
here's all the money. Take our
But
money."
I mean,
and they're
you,
like,
have
"No."
to, you have to factor in like production costs and keeping that up. Like after a
But
while,
Bethesda could have done. I just feel like they could
like
have.
what? But they don't know how far to go. Like, do we
Yeah.
go an extra day? Do we go an extra week?
You just keep
That's-
producing them until people stop buying them, and I feel like that's not
But
that
that's how
hard.
you get over production. I mean, like
I mean,
they were
okay.
they were already making a lot of money off of it. It's like, why do they need to make more? I mean,
Well, they're a company, so
I
they
guess,
always want
yeah,
to infinitely
yeah.
make money. They're not in the business to make art and to be cool. They're here to make money, and that's something that we have to realize.
Yeah.
Icicle,
Spaz.
Icicle boys,
talk about cool.
feels so cool. Oh, he
Oh,
knows. Yeah, he
yeah,
knows.
I've
it's
seen
over.
those.
It's over.
It's over 9,000. So,
I think it's cool, but it's just like nobody's gonna like put on a Pit-Boy and
Oh.
walk out in public like, hey, check out Pit-Boy.
I mean, I would. That's cool.
Well, see, we're not.
I would.
We're not friends.
You get killed by a spy?
Yeah.
Spy, spy.
Is the game over? No, it's
No,
not.
I'm just
I was
scrambled.
Oh.
Scott's trying because he's worst player on the team.
Probably
So-
true.
The next thing I'd like to talk about, this really burns my ass hair, is I've played Halo since I think 2007 when Halo 3 released. So for the first time in Halo history, we're not going to have split screen
And OG Halo.
in Halo 5. The developers were like, no, we don't want split screen, even though everyone asked for it. Like always, it's just
You shouldn't even have to ask for
well,
it.
yeah,
It should just be part of the
It's just
Halo
a
Yeah,
experience.
gimme.
it's just a given. So
It's really weird. So late too.
yeah, well, okay,
Like,
so
in their
in their
career.
career, that's I totally
Yeah,
understand.
4 or 5 games later.
So
It's like,
I think that they were going for let's not do split screen and then see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they tried to, because
well,
they talked about how they didn't want the experience to be a side by side thing. They wanted it to be like an immersive one person thing. But
that's silly.
that's
You can get that anyway.
You can get that in an MMO, and there's a bunch of those that
Well,
you can immerse your entire life into. So
in the,
for Halo for them to be like, we want people to really. You could have stabbed that guy.
He's on my team.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw you on the bottom
I'm so
left.
glad
my
you're
bad.
here, Taylor.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're all sorry
Anyway.
for Taylor.
I don't know. I feel like not having split screen is just gonna hinder the game.
I just feel like it's strictly
Completely.
worse. Like,
'Cause,
wasn't the first Halo like the split screen? You're both Master Chief.
Yeah.
So why can't they just do that where it's just like we just add an extra secondary?
See that's not the
issue.
issue. There are 4 playable characters in this one that you're gonna be able to play with your friends online. You can go online and you're gonna be able. You can be Master Chief. You can be 3 other characters.
There's a guy right there to your left.
So
Yeah.
that wasn't the issue. They talked.
Sucks.
They talked. They talked about how they wanted the experience. But honestly, when I look back at all the years I played Halo, a lot of my really really good memories are from playing split screen.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of kids that are gonna buy this
They're
game
gonna
and play
miss
it,
out.
they're gonna miss out on sitting side by side with their friend, beating the shit out of people online. And it was I don't know.
I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember playing that with my brother when I was younger.
and most
I remember
first
playing Halo 4 like last year after it was so outdated.
yeah, and playing the split screen, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
mean,
Phil.
It's just fun to be able
Yeah.
to do.
I don't know. I can't tell. This is a
I feel like
one, it's like a bad step already. Like because we played the beta. A lot of people played the beta for Halo 5, and it got a lot of bad reviews because of how easy the game was.
yeah.
So,
I feel like it's something they could definitely decide
skill-
to go back on before. it gets
Skill
released.
gap in first-person shooters has been going down dramatically in each game release, and that's like a Call of Duty narrative. Like you can just literally say, well, the next Call of Duty is going to be easier because they want
Kids that
they want
suck.
they want
they
kids
wanna-
that suck to be able to play the game and not suck.
appeal to a wider audience.
I saw someone did like a thing where it's like the world average KD went up. That means that bad kids were getting better and people that are good were getting worse, which that seems ridiculous. So it was an obvious that they were doing something with the latency, whatever. Where if you're good at
Yeah.
the game, it's gonna make you.
Well, if the average is going up, it wouldn't mean that particularly the people that are good are getting worse. It just means that everybody's getting better as a whole.
Yeah, but that's never happened. So for it to happen in
Could be a
one,
miracle.
maybe.
I mean, technically, that means that the kids that are bad have to be beating somebody.
Exactly.
they're probably-
That's why there
Maybe
there
the,
can't be a really good KD without there being a really bad KD. It's just how it
Exactly.
works.
okay. Well, either way, I feel like, and I was just want to talk about the Halo 5 beta.
Kay knows about a bad KD.
I play. Yeah, good. I played Halo 5 beta.
Good one, he says.
And I remember like no scoping like a bunch of people with a sniper. That's dumb. I shouldn't be able to do that. Like first thing, it was like when I picked up the controller, I was already dominating, and that felt wrong. I wanted it to be hard. And
Taylor's like, I was too good for this.
no, really,
kid.
yeah.
Those guys sucked. and
Well,
I
yeah,
was way
no,
too
no,
good
no,
for them.
You have to understand, for people like picking up the game,
No.
just a newbie shouldn't be able to do so well, and they can't.
You wanted
I mean,
a newbie though.
You've played a lot.
You were like
of
MLG for a while.
Okay, but even back then, it wasn't that easy to just pick up a sniper and blast people. That was the exciting thing in Halo, was to be able to snipe and snipe well, and now anyone can do it. So
Ooh, field detecting.
I don't know. I feel like with that the non-split screen and I feel like that's just another bad step for Halo 5.
Nice.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play the damn thing, but
I'm not gonna
So
like
just
it.
to ignore
I'll play it, but I won't love
said.
it.
I'm gonna ignore everything I said, and I'm gonna buy the game and hope that it's good.
You don't have to do anything differently, game developers.
Yeah, you're fine.
I will pay for
God,
your
that's
game
bullshit.
anyway.
That's-
Yeah, we're gonna give you money even though you suck.
I guess you should have gone for the medic first. But
I just think
Still
all
would.
games are
Gotta
having a
be.
tendency to get easier just because they want sales. That's
Yeah.
just-
And that's
No,
what I
like,
think.
no,
sense.
That's
it's
really
like
good.
Dark
that's really
Soul. You know how many time.
It is
like,
really surprising that Dark Souls
Yeah,
sold as well.
exactly, because it's like the first person that watch, like they come up, they go to a friend's house and they're playing Dark Souls, like, can
They
I
die
play?
immediately.
And they die like 10 times immediately. I would be like, I'm not gonna get this game because
You
I
have to have
fucking
the-
suck at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
I remember
you
the
have to
first
have
time.
The
Go.
right, you have to have the right mindset to play a game like that. You have to be like, I want to do this.
Yeah, it's like a challenge. Like,
Yeah,
I can do
and,
this.
And not everybody has that, which is why they don't do those anymore.
I remember when I was awful. God, you remember that?
I guess.
First time I played it,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I
it was
was
like
0
earlier
and 30.
today.
You weren't bad.
I was never that
But
good.
I remember the first time someone showed me Dark Souls, and I was like, I'm
I
terrified.
love Dark
I was
Souls.
like, I can't do this. I don't want to play this because I feel like I'm just gonna get shit on by all my friends because I'm gonna suck at it. So
That's
I
gonna
just
happen
anyway.
I just ignored Dark Souls, and then eventually I tried it, and I really enjoyed
It's
it.
a really good
Red
game.
Dead wins.
It's
It's nice,
marketed though as like
Phil
a tough game.
Yeah, and it is.
That's its thing.
They sell it as it is fucking hard.
But
So
I mean, if you think about it, like games used to be called like Nintendo hard because the old Nintendo games used to be bullshit hard.
when the game would like cheat,
Yeah,
it's like fuck you, you're not gonna win this
cheat
level.
you.
It literally would be like, no,
It's
you
like
can't
if you,
win.
oh, it's like we don't care if you don't beat this
Yeah,
game.
you're fine.
Like you paid money for it. Fuck
So,
you.
so this is a really good segue into the next topic, which is like a reverse of what we just talked about. Five Nights at Freddy's, I think, just released a new game, and this is like the
fourth one.
the fourth game in what, a year? Like how long is
Around a
Five-
year.
Around a year. Okay, this dude's pumping out games,
It was his last. It's the last one.
and I haven't personally played any of them, but from
Made a killing.
almost all the YouTubers I've seen, they've talked about how each one is getting easier to beat, which isn't good for views. People
Yeah.
have been watching it because they love watching people suck at the game,
Yeah, 'cause
and they
if-
get scared. And
If
it's,
they beat it,
it's
then
nerve-wracking.
like why are they?
yeah,
gonna-
if you beat Five Nights, like I've watched like hour-long videos of people playing that game, and they don't beat a lot. Like they can't beat it. They just
yeah,
can't
they,
beat the
they
game.
can't make much content.
So
on
that's what made it exciting for YouTubers. They could continue to make
Yeah,
videos.
and what would be really cool is
Phil's
like
raking
if
'em.
you beat it, then you can put a video. Hey, this guy beat it. It's
Yeah, it's
like
like,
other
oh.
people may not have, but this guy did.
Yeah.
But now everybody is.
So, Phil, you talked about this earlier. Not in this video, but we were talking about earlier how this guy was not very well off in his life in the beginning.
yeah,
And-
he released a statement about it.
yeah, and he was talking like, hey, you know, I was working at like
Yeah,
retail stores.
My life has not been good. He's like, I used to work at places where like high schoolers were my manager and all this stuff, and then he's like, and I'm blessed to be where I am now. And he's like,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
working hard to make good games. I work constantly to do this, and he's like, thanks for my fans. He's like, and if you don't like my games, I'm sorry.
Yeah, which was actually really cool because a lot of people were shitting on him like immediately. Like, well, I got
Yeah.
another one, and then they kind of get you know, the market was
I mean,
saturated with Five Nights at Freddy's and videos. So,
it's really hard to feel bad for a person when they start to have success like that.
but okay, if he's humble in the
Yeah.
in the making of the games, I don't care, dude. Keep making games. I'm not gonna play your game because honestly, I don't like the game.
People
But-
just
I
get
mean,
jealous.
but
I
for
guess.
him-
Yeah, people just get jealous.
yeah,
and-
which
Of
dude,
course, I
dude,
like exactly like I don't not like him, but good. Like I'm
Good for
jealous
him.
that he's got tons of
No,
cash.
good for
I
him.
don't have
I
any
am-
money.
I am for any game developer that can make money off a game. Because some people go in the
tough.
hole making
I mean,
those
of
games.
course,
that
I
they
wish
love.
I wish it was me, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
I
be
mean,
like a dick
But
about
like
it.
he's doing what he likes,
Yeah.
and he's making money doing it. And
Here's the only.
people like his
People are
game.
getting enjoyment out of it.
Here's the one kicker. The dude could have probably just updated them.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
that's the real
I'm not a
argument.
game developer. And
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, we've never experienced.
The
game
only
development.
difference is like there's tiny tweaks in the story.
Yeah, he
amongst
hasn't
the
really.
games. Shit.
I mean, I think the main argument for like
Get out of there, Phil.
games that are like repeated every year,
Shot
like
him in the ass
FIFA
when
and
he died.
stuff, is like the graphics, and where that usually comes from is like they use a new engine, which makes sense that they can't update the game, and just like they have to basically rewrite the whole thing on a new engine. I mean, it depends on the transition, obviously, but
God, that guy was pretty good.
Yeah,
last
like new graphics has been plaguing games for a long time. Like sequels are just coming out with better
Hey,
graphics.
like
cash grabs.
Yeah, it's like Assassin's Creed, all sports games.
Yeah, all that stuff. It's cash grabs.
Sports games are so
Okay, well,
good.
but you know what?
I mean,
Oh,
but see, like
Like
we-
every sports game is so good.
Ethan's our football and sports
These are John
specialist.
Madden.
I don't even know what a football is.
But like you said when you were talking about Halo, you had all these criticisms, and you're like, I'm gonna buy it anyway.
I'm still gonna buy it, but that's because I'm a fanboy and I love Halo.
That's the thing.
That's like Pokemon.
Yeah, like there's people who are Five Nights at Freddy fans who are like,
Exactly,
he could
they're
come out
confident.
with 10 in one day and I will fucking buy those games because that's my favorite
It's
game
like
I've ever
Ethan
played.
with Pokemon, or
It's like every Pokemon game's the same. Everybody knows it's going to be the same,
And
but
they
you
still
still
buy
buy it because you love it.
so that's the thing. Like we all have these criticisms, but we're
we
like,
continue to buy them.
we're gonna buy it anyway.
We continue to buy, and you know
There's
what?
very few games where I'm like that though.
Yeah, like I personally, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, okay, this is kind of off topic, but like I feel pressured into buying games. This is really, I mean, no, hold on.
Peer pressure, your dad's like, do it, do it.
Bang, hold on. No, this might be just me, but when a new game comes out and everyone's
just
talking,
you.
hold on, everyone's talking about it, and everyone that I know is like, I'm gonna get this game, and I'm
You
like,
feel left out.
this game sucks.
Left
balls.
out, not pressured.
Yeah, I feel like I missed out, so like I
Yeah,
end up
you
getting
feel like-
games that I don't really want to play, but I
Like you
get.
should get it just
That
to,
just
just to
means
have it. Just to fit
you
in
have a
with
weak
people.
individuality.
Like, but that's the thing. Maybe a lot of people do that because everyone has their complaint about games, and they're always like, "Well,
I
fuck!
mean,
I bought
yeah.
this game and it sucks. I
Yeah,
spent
people
$60." And I,
Circles of friends, and then they'll like recommend a game. It's like, hey, play this game with me, and it's like, oh, well, I have to buy it to play with them. And
I mean, I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan, but whenever the fucking
Elder Scrolls Online.
yeah, I never bought
Yeah,
that. That
I
game
was not
looked like
buying
shit.
that.
I was gonna buy it, and
Yeah,
you could
exactly.
tell that they were just trying to get money because the way they set it up.
and you know what, Phil? For me, I never played it, and I never played any of the Bethesda games except Fallout 3. I bought Elder Scrolls Online because of Tommy, and I played it with him, and I had a lot of fun. So maybe it was a shit
I
game
think
at
I
first, and it probably was because it got a
It
lot of shit
definitely
back. But
was.
now
Absolutely was.
now it feels fine. But that's just me because I've never really played an MMO,
Where'd you get?
you know, in depth. So I
Yeah.
really tried to get into it, and it was a lot of fun.
Who killed you?
So
I mean, there's definitely enjoyment to be had from games.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's just
like,
whether it's worth the
Yeah.
$60.
no,
which for me, so Elder Scrolls Online. If you are like, man, I need a game right now, and I have a fucking lot of free time.
I have a lot of cash.
I got a lot of cash. No, the game.
I got
A lot of
some cash in my pocket. I need to get rid of it.
Bitches.
But that game is $60 and you own it.
Cash.
Okay,
It's
you don't
still
pay a
$60
subscription.
though,
It's,
like
but
It's
it's
still a full $60 game.
okay. Well, it's worth
Like
$60
$60 in a
if you.
little bit of
But
money.
it's got a lot of content.
$59.99 plus
Fuck.
tax.
I mean, it's got a lot of story.
$60.
There's a lot to do. I mean, there's other games that we pay $60 for, and you beat it in a couple days. And you're like, well, fuck. Now what?
yeah, but
And you end up playing it longer than you should have because you spent $60. You're like, well, shit, I'm not gonna just throw this away. I'm not gonna sell it back to GameStop for $2. Fuck that.
Let's just talk about
GameStop.
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 Shit,
Fuck
fuck
GameStop.
you, assholes.
GameStop. It's in the video here. Get fuck GameStop. We're sponsored by Best Buy. Fuck you, GameStop.
Hey, what was the deal? What was the deal
No, we're
GameStop trying to give
sponsored
you?
by Circus.
Like,
Okay,
you took
no, I
like-
shit you not. These games are over here. I tried to sell them NBA 2K14, which I understand is an old game, Call of Duty Ghost,
It's a year old.
and Watch Dogs. All these are Xbox One games. They're still sort of relevant. They were gonna give me $4 for all of them.
They're like,
I slapped him down on the table and he's like $4, and I was like, I'd rather spit on them.
It's like
$4. That'll buy you like
You go buy some
like 5 gumballs.
I'd rather go to a gumball machine and spend all my money there instead of give you my games for $4.
You're pretty much giving them away
Yeah.
for
I'm
$4.
gonna-
Here's some shit from my
I would rather.
Alright. He's like, I'm not gonna give you money, but I will shit in your hands. And that's all the payment we're gonna give you.
like if I had $4 to my name and you came up to me and was like, "Here's these games, I'll give them to you for $4," I'd be like, "Fuck yes."
Yeah, that's great.
3 games for $4, like
amazing.
how do you
I feel like
like it doesn't matter what the
that's
game
already a
is.
rip off for one game.
Yeah, if I sold a game, the disc itself is made of more than $4. The material to make the plastic is more than $4.
Alright, that's debatable.
That's debatable, but
Alright, all agreed, fuck GameStop.
we're never getting sponsored by
Game
GameStop.
Game's 10 out of 10.
we need to get back on top.
That was the top.
Hey, just
So
to full circle this.
Fucking damn it.
I have 3 games pre-ordered at GameStop. So
No, I did too.
Pre-ordering is the reason people can just blap out these games.
yeah, and
Exactly.
I fed it
Because you've never played the game, you haven't seen a review.
This is basically them being like, alright, this is
Taylor,
this
you are
much
the
money.
exact reason.
I am
No,
my
Ethan does it too.
Yeah, we all do. I don't do. You guys pre-order
Hey,
games.
No.
guilty as
The only
charged.
reason I've ever pre-ordered a game is because I know that there's something in it that I absolutely need for my gaming
The
experience.
last game I pre-ordered was Skyrim. Okay. Like
There's
that-
still
that's that.
thousands of copies of that in
My
Walmart.
brother pre-ordered GTA 5 and I was mad at him.
Yeah,
But-
because there was a lot of chances GTA 5 could have done bad.
All right, hold on. Me and Ethan pre-ordered Call of Duty, the new one, which
Yeah.
Hold on.
Which is
Hey, hey,
but you get, but you, hold on,
Hear us out.
hold on, you get a beta key.
Ooh.
If
to
you did-
play
hey,
early?
But you get to
So
play.
you get to pay $5 to play the game that you're already paying money
Yeah.
to play like 2 days early.
I didn't spend any more money.
And I had $15. I was
No,
just like, I don't
but
want
if I
anything
didn't-
else.
You're
I didn't
giving
give them an
$5
extra.
and saying like, here, you can skimp on this much money when you make the game because you're.
Or
gonna get
I'm
this
I'm
much
giving them
automatically.
$5 to experience the game early. That's
Like-
debatable. That's like saying.
What else
That's-
am I going to spend
you're looking at
$15
The
on?
whole point of this.
But you're
is-
looking at them being like, well, fuck that guy. We're gonna make him play our game, like for
No,
money.
no,
I mean,
you're not talking about the same thing you're talking
okay.
about.
Well, what are you talking
Guys.
about?
I'm just saying the whole point, like, is Taylor, you are the person.
I'm the bad guy.
You
No,
are
I'm the
bad
typical
guy.
bad
You're
guy.
the guy you're talking about right
Yeah,
now.
I'm the guy.
You are the bad guy.
I'm the guy
they
that
market
sucks
to.
balls. Yeah.
Because you're
God.
talking about you're like it's kind of like a drug because like you know it's bad but you're doing it anyway.
Well, hey,
You can list a million reasons why
He
you
gets
should
that
not
high
do
when
this.
you
Yeah.
pre-orders the game. He's like, oh,
Fuck
no,
yeah.
He's like,
It's
pre-order.
You're listing all these reasons you shouldn't do this thing, and then you do them anyway.
all right. So okay.
That
So
good
to
day
recap,
pre-order.
Call of Duty and Halo. I've watched enough video to justify me pre-ordering the game. When people don't buy the game, they go on YouTube and watch videos of the game to make sure they want to buy
Yeah.
the game. Then they buy the game.
it's free.
I already did that
Like,
for those
this thing
games.
is
So I went
doing
and
what
pre-ordered.
they're
I'm like,
doing.
I'm gonna buy this game. For you guys to be like, well, that's fucking stupid.
I did it because you told me
I'm
to.
doing the process. I'm already
I
doing.
was pressured.
I already went into the process and I did it. I checked the videos. I said it's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take my chance and I'm gonna pay the money. For me to just what Phil? You're disappointed in me?
Finish.
What? No.
Finish.
No, I gotta hear this.
I gotta hear you finish.
No, I'm already done.
And
I said it.
You aren't done.
No, I said it all.
No.
You aren't done.
No, I said it all.
You're in the middle of a sentence.
No, I literally I said
Phil?
everything I can.
Taylor,
Go ahead. So what?
I want to come out of your mouth.
Just-
Taylor.
Cut right here.
All right, so
Alright, so what?
back to communist
I
China.
don't know, just continuing off this, like,
So
I
I am gonna buy these
Okay.
games.
Fuck.
I'm gonna buy these games.
Right.
And I said it. So what's your argument?
Why didn't you let him say what he was?
No, I want to know because you shit on me. Like you look so disappointed.
It's just like
My control tech.
Mustard for battle's like the best.
It's just like if you know you're gonna buy the game, right?
Mhm.
Then and your only reason to pre-order is to play it like how many days early?
and sometimes when you
I'm gonna
pre-order,
get
you don't
to-
even get it early.
Well,
Yeah.
the Call of Duty was an exception. I get to play it like I think
Is that
Couple
the,
weeks
is that
early.
the only reason that you got it?
to pre-order.
No, it's because you got. It's because you get to play it early.
I would take the second storm.
Are you saying I'm gonna buy the game?
No, what I'm asking you is the only reason you pre-ordered it
Yes.
is
Was to play
because
the
you
game
knew you
early.
got to play it early.
Yes.
See, that's silly.
How is it silly?
Because it's
You
just
don't. You still don't know if it's gonna be a good
Yeah.
game.
all the only thing you've watched is gameplay of people who've
And those are-
potentially.
Those are potentially. It could be a completely different game if it's that early of a stage that they can show gameplay.
Yeah, but how else do you find out if good games are good?
You wait
Other-
for it to come out.
you wait for the people who get paid to review these games. You know,
To
like
s-
show you
For
the actual
Nasha
game.
time.
I mean, I've watched
So
some
I'm
like
thinking,
I've watched some
Huh?
YouTubers that I am like I agree with them on what they.
What do you guys think?
I think
Gurbashi. It's probably Gurbashi. Food based fucking
Alright,
word.
keep going.
They're fatty
It's
because
just like
they're
it's like
fatty.
you have this whole resource, okay, of all these streamers. There's so many streamers,
Yes.
so many.
And like I
video
said,
makers.
I told you guys, I said I watched plenty of Call of Duty
Good
video
shit.
for me to justify me. I didn't say you guys. I didn't say a random person.
Hi, Taylor.
Other people.
Ooh.
Damn, you're getting some cool things.
Good lord.
Already have
Sword of Justice is really
Yeah.
good.
Avenging.
But lay on hands.
Lay on hands is
too.
really good for your late game.
Gotta have good cards to draw.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he does have good hands.
good hands.
Good hands for days.
He's got, Phil's got some good hands.
Go back to what you guys
Phil,
talked about.
good hands, gun.
All right, right, so this has become the
Ooh.
pre-order podcast.
Well,
I'm
basically,
just,
yeah.
I'm just saying before you interrupt me for the millionth time. Okay,
Go ahead.
it's just you have all this resource, and it's like you might as well. Like, what does one day of not having the game hurt you? It doesn't. Okay?
Hold on.
You're not gonna break some
It's
record
like
getting to
Direwolf.
max level first or whatever. Like, just wait. Okay.
Okay. So here's my counter argument to
Probably
that.
the 4-drop.
I just told you guys that I have seen the gameplay.
But that's
There's
what I'm
nothing
saying.
else I can do other
But
than
that's-
have a friend come over and have the game himself.
No, that's not true.
But see what we're saying
But
is
what else? You
you're-
want me
you
to
could be seeing like you haven't
like a release bug, or is that what you guys are going for?
No,
Like,
it could just not be what you think it is.
exactly
It
like
could be
like
lying.
like what you saw with Destiny. You played the
I
beta.
I
and you're like, this is just the beta. It's gonna get
You're
really
fine.
different.
I'm very
I played the Destiny beta, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And then the game came out.
And you had already bought the game.
I don't think I pre-ordered
you had
Destiny.
already.
No, I
you had pre-ordered that
Did
game.
I?
Yeah.
It was
and see
a
that
lot.
no, that is a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. Because you had
Oh,
already
well.
paid for the game.
Will is getting saucy right
I'm
now.
just saying.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I mean,
You
it's a
already
pretty good
paid
hand.
for the
Yeah.
game.
And
Yes.
and we were all like, "Hey, this game isn't fun." And you told us for 2 weeks like,
Yeah.
"This game's fun." And you had brainwashed yourself because you had watched those videos and already pre-ordered it and basically already bought it.
That game
That
sucked.
you had to convince yourself that this game
that
is
it was
worth it.
But now, look at it now. The game, I can play it now, and I don't
I
know.
haven't seen you play that game for 4
Yeah.
months.
What you guys
it's
haven't
been
been?
a long
Well,
time
you guys haven't
to
been
play.
over in 4 months, so that's adjustable.
I don't
Tyler, 1 week
Hey.
ago.
It's
I've been playing the game.
about a week ago.
I've been playing the game though, and it's fun again. And I don't know, maybe at first I played it too much. I don't know. I got
But
burnt out.
it's not
That
everyone
game
else
sucked
plays
so
that.
much.
Hold
I
on,
hated that
it
game.
didn't suck. It only sucked. Wow, that
Wow,
guy's
that
a
was dumb.
retard. Good lord. He just gave you.
Fuck you.
Who is this guy?
Why would I know? It's
We're
Owen
gonna add him and call him a
Owen
faggot.
Rebel
That's
7.
me.
It's actually well, he's back here playing on his phone. Well,
He's gonna mad bomber again. Now this is much better.
That was-
That was
Yeah.
that was
all three at his face.
Oh wow, first thing.
That was pretty dumb.
wow. He played.
It's a lot of cards just to get rid of one guy.
Don't play another card. Good God.
No, please do.
All right. Well, either way, okay. Will, I get what
Backstab
you're
is
saying.
up, guy.
That yeah, I did pre-order and I played the beta and I watched a bunch of gameplay and the game came out and like
It
a
wasn't
weekend
as good
I
as
got
you
it.
thought.
I was like, this isn't what the game I thought it was.
And
But
really, the only difference that you're getting is 2 days of gameplay compared to paying
Should-
$5
well-
once and then $50 next time, or $60 when the game actually comes out.
That was
And see,
pretty
the thing
bad.
is,
Wow, it is.
if you wait the day
Really doesn't like
and
my
you
cards.
see the actual gameplay, like the
Probably
full
just
game,
mustard.
I still would've bought it.
Two
well, see
the
that's
gameplay
thing.
the game it wasn't the gameplay. It was the fact that it didn't have enough at first for me
But
to
that's
be
the
like
thing. It's not just the gameplay. Like you can look at reviews. You can
And
look at people talking about
honestly,
the game.
I
And
probably
it's like I would want to have to spend $60 on this now because I know it's gonna suck.
but I honestly probably got my $60 worth
Prep sprint.
in the amount of time I
Constant.
played that game. I played it a ton. I put a
Phantom
lot of
Hours.
hours in that game.
Phantom Hours would be good.
I mean that just
Yeah.
if it it's
Probably the
different
best
to
card.
people what $60 is worth.
Yeah.
obviously.
$1 an hour.
That's not what we're talking about.
If Spool was
People
out
come
there.
from different financial
Clear.
states. you know.
Oh,
Good
like all
God.
that.
This guy's
Don't know why I didn't
just
have face
dumping
Yeah,
face.
his-
then you're
This
attacked.
guy's just dumping his cards.
I don't know. I
He's
think,
like,
I
you know
think
what?
we've
I
covered
hate
about every
cards.
point on this subject.
We
though.
yeah.
So if
I'm a
you want-
shithead, and you guys are right, right? That's all
Yeah.
there is to it.
Yeah.
But okay, here's
That is all there is.
okay. Well, look at it this way. I
just-
told you why I bought them, and my point still stands because if I buy a game with my money and I decide, you know what, this game's gonna, I can't. Like I said,
Carbola.
there's no other way for me to be. Because if I look at someone's YouTube on the day it comes out, and I'm like, well, I watched him play it.
You
It
draw
sucked. Then I don't buy it, and then it's good. Like I don't know. It's just you have to buy.
But see, why would it be good if you saw it?
What the heck is going on?
Well, sometimes your gaming experience is different than what you watch. I don't know. It's
Just gotta
it's,
beat you.
it's
I don't
really
know. I'm
hard
gonna
for
have to
people to
say
be
to
like,
myself.
to justify what you spend your money on. So for me, if I spend my money on a game that I feel like it's gonna be good, then
Ahead.
there's nothing wrong with me doing that because that was my money. And it was
Sure.
no one else's.
That's true. It's your money.
If I
And
if
you
I
need
decide to,
And you need it now.
And if other people decide not to spend it because they feel like the game's gonna suck, then that's fine.
It's
That's their
it's
choice.
just a lesson in being more careful.
Yeah,
with
financially, yeah, I could have been
And
like, well, fuck that. I'm not gonna
like
spend
all
$6.
you're really like maybe the little benefit you're getting for yourself playing a couple days early to you is worth it.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
the
Maybe.
huge benefit that the company
This
gets
is very
knowing that
interesting.
that's
what
how
these guys are
many
doing.
how many sales they're gonna get, how many
Yeah.
players they have. It's so much more, and it's not a good thing for you.
No.
That they
No,
know how many.
I'm
It's,
feeding
it's
them-
a
I'm
very
feeding them, I
shady
know.
business practice.
No, I'm feeding them up. I'm giving them, hey, like, we all want this game. Here, take our money. And I'm basically saying that. But for me, it's like, I'm going to get the experience that I'm paying for. Probably. So,
Ooh, I didn't really think about that.
for me to just buy it, you know, and
Nice, yes.
justify myself, I don't know. That's what I'm going to keep doing.
Alright, but like I said, we pretty much covered everything on that
Yeah, I'm.
a million times.
You guys sweating like hogs?
I'm not sweating.
I'm really
I'm
not.
not gay.
I'm just tired.
It's actually really cold in here, guys. You guys want to get under some covers.
What? You're starting to freak me
Maybe I
out.
am gay.
Actually, you might want to play the.
This is actually
Just trying to
trying
find
to
that.
engage. We'll all get
Anyway,
we'll all get shirtless.
what was the, do we have another topic?
No, I'm done. This.
So we had the League of Legends guy done.
Oh. Somebody died in League of Legends. See you later. Bye, guys. League of
Okay.
Legends killed someone
They killed off a character.
in the lore.
Gangplank.
So Gangplank is now dead. Who killed him?
Misfortune.
Misfortune, which makes sense
Me.
because she's a pirate killer.
She's a bounty
Tyler.
hunter.
Pirate killer.
Alright.
Which is actually it's
you just asked me and I told you and you're like, what I said.
thanks. Which is kind of cool because people paid money for that
That's not
character.
cool. What you're saying
This
is
is not cool.
It's really cool because people paid money for that character and now they can't play.
Yeah, I personally paid for, I think actually
Is it
two
backstab?
skins. I paid for a Christmas skin and the ghost skin for him. Paid real money.
Yeah.
Real dollars.
And he's not in the game right now.
You
Yeah, he's
cannot
not-
play
he's
that
not
game.
playable.
You cannot use your content.
So, and the only reason he's gone
What the?
is because
He's a genius.
the only reason he's gone is because
Ooh.
That's pretty nice.
Actually, I'd probably.
Do you hit the? Do you
I'd
hit
probably
the-
Argent Protector, your Stranglethorn, and hit it, and then
Avenging.
Avenging Ground.
Yeah. But
Hey, if you hit your arm your 4-6, wouldn't that enrage your?
Yeah, we don't want to lose any life.
yeah, you don't want to lose any lives too.
Avenging Ground doesn't hit your
Shut the
face.
fuck up.
Doesn't hit your
Yeah,
face.
but you're saying if you.
And then you want to use your weapon.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah,
you gotta
you
use
guys
your
are
weapon.
saying you don't want to use a weapon. Trying not to.
But
lose
anyway, Dota 2 did the same thing. It says before, but not in this video, is that I believe
Oh,
the character's name was it was Skeleton King. He was also like King Leoric or something. They killed him off for a brief amount of time in some event, and then I believe he came back where they replaced his character or something. But I don't think at the time you could even really spend money on it, on that character. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do remember they killed him off.
and it's
And-
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
It's fine.
Actually,
See how civil we are.
Yeah, it's not a big
We're
deal.
nice to each other. But and I mean I hadn't heard a big uproar like people like holy fucking shit I paid money for this guy. I'm really upset about
Yeah.
this. I haven't seen anybody really jimmy jacked about it.
I mean, if it had been a guy who was a much bigger in the meta,
Yeah, or a character that more people
Teemo.
paid money
Like,
for.
Timo.
or yeah, if it was Teemo, there'd be a huge shitstorm.
Well, actually, it'd be a fun storm because then no one can play Timo.
Like there'd be people who are like, "Fuck, I can't play my Teemo,"
Yeah,
and then there are people
well,
like,
that's-
"Fuck, they can't play their Teemo." I'm happy.
Well, for a majority of the community, that's
Fuck
pretty
Timo.
good because fuck Timo.
Another thing is Gangplank already had a ghost skin, so
Spectral.
yeah,
Yeah,
so,
Spectral.
And that's
I
the
wouldn't
one
know.
I had.
so it's like most people just assume that's he's just gonna come back like
I
that.
feel like if they don't bring it back, there's gonna be a decent
That's-
amount of backlash.
That's when it'll get
Don't ever
because
because
they-
then they set a precedence. That
Yeah,
they can do.
that if you pay money,
I know.
it could potentially die.
Exactly.
It
That's
it
dumb.
could just not be worth it for you.
he's gaining life for days.
That's pretty shitty.
That
in my
was-
opinion. I would have gone with the 4-3. That would be
Or
pretty
Stranglethorn.
good. Or string.
I guess he was
All
like,
of them
I'm
are
gonna
great.
sell
They've got
out
lethal
just
on it.
Earth and Rain.
For sure.
8, 11,
I do.
yeah, lethal.
Lethal.
I don't know. This guy was either drunk or really bad.
All right, so guys, let's wrap this cast up. We've talked about a shit ton of stuff. I don't even know what we talked about at this point. We covered like a shit ton of topics.
I don't know, but you're
I
done.
don't even know how long it is.
Communist
So,
China and how bad you are pre-ordering
So-
video games.
let's go. with that.
China,
Video
video
games.
ban,
Pre-ordering.
And that's good because it didn't really matter. Then
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
It's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
We talked about after that. We talked about Halo
Yep.
and the split screen shit, which is
Pit-Boy.
stupid.
Pit-Boy.
The Pit Boy, which
Pit-Boy.
both
That's
just kind of seem like money grabs. They're just trying to make more money.
Yeah.
And then we talked about pre-ordering because it's fucking stupid. You shouldn't
Dumb
do it.
brag. You don't do it.
Shouldn't do it. And then we talked about Gameplink and how League of Legends will probably bring it back, and if they don't, there will be
Backlash.
some people upset about that.
Alright, so you guys want to wrap it up?
That's what that was.
Right.
No,
Before
not.
we
Let's wrap it up again. So
Okay,
Phil,
wrap it
what-
up again. So we talked about.
So
We
okay.
wrapped it up. And now we're gonna wrap it up.
It's over. Turn it off.
Thanks for watching.
Turn the cast off. It's over. Turn the cast off.